weekend so far, man. As we wrap this thing up, I figured we'd come on here and we'd just hang out for a little bit. I got my faithful, trusty iPad over here so that I can see when you guys leave questions, comments, emojis, anything but spamming or slurs, please. We don't like that stuff. Let's all be nice to each other. Let's all be kind. Remember, this is not a YouTube channel. This is a community and it belongs to all of us. So let's not shit in the comment section and make other people uncomfortable. I'm super happy that you guys are here hanging out with us today. I think this is going to be a good live. We're going to kick it. This is one of my favorite types of lives to do because we just get to know each other better, man. Cue Ball, an absolute day one. Love you. D-Money Industry has been here forever. Love you, buddy. Yo, Shades, what's up, man? How you doing, big dog? Good to see you in the chat. Hell yes. Fred, U.S. Marines, love you, brother. So glad that you're here, man. Thank you for letting us know that you're still here with us. Thank you for staying with us. Justin Cameron, great to see you. How is El Paso, man? I'll tell you this, I have not been back in Oregon for very long, but I already do miss me some Texas. Not gonna lie, I liked it out there. Joe Saunders, hey buddy, how you doing, man? Valhalla VFT! Yo, you guys, we got fucking straight up hardcore YouTube royalty in the chat. That's my dog, Big Nate. Valhalla VFT. Shout out American Thor. Shout out Ben Azuli for ducking the fade. Always and forever being the biggest baby back bitch on the internet. He came along and just stole the crown right off Stress Watson's tightly little pegged head. Little guys, man. What is it with these little guys, man? Why do these dudes that are, and no offense to any of our short kings, but you know, the alpha male, I'm going to sell you a lifestyle course, short kings on the internet. What the fuck is going on with them, man? I just don't understand. And, you know, Valhalla has been ducking Ben Azuli has been ducking my boy, Valhalla VFT. He offered him a nice, clean fight, man. Just come on through. Because he's always talking about how he beat off 30 dudes here. And he got his back blown out by a big, never mind, over there. But, you know, he won't come and just fight, dude. He keeps talking about his haters and he wants to fucking throw hands with people. He called out Johnny Bravo. He wants to fight John Bravo TV, man. One of my other homies. But he does not want any piece of my dog Nate, bro. Dominar, what's up? It's great to see you, homie. Everett, Washington in the house. Hell yeah. Let's see. Where are we at right here? Julie's Guitar, good to see you. How are you? Tony Baloney, what's up, man? Hey, JD, can you look into a situation around Horseshoe Beach, Florida? All the cell towers are down and there's no media coverage of it. I am going to screenshot that and we will definitely look into that. So I know that you guys have been asking me for a really long time to speak out on the Aaron Spencer case. And I told you guys that I wanted to wait until we had the actual paperwork. I wanted to wait until we had the affidavit of arrest. I wanted to wait until we had all of the information because the judge had put a gag order on Aaron Spencer because of all the community support that he was getting. You know, the whole community was backing him because see what had happened was Aaron Spencer's daughter, and Aaron Spencer is a combat veteran who suffers from PTSD. His daughter got molested by like an 87-year-old man, 13 years old, homie, 13 years old. And they put his ass in jail and then the courts let him out. The courts let this dude out. And one night Aaron woke up and his daughter wasn't in his house. He called the sheriff's office. Sheriffs instantly deployed, man. The sheriffs instantly were out looking for him. Aaron grabbed his pistol and went out and found him first. And the next call the sheriff's office got was that this dude was dead. Now, there's a whole lot going on with this case. I just released a whole full length on it because they're charging him with second-degree murder. So if you guys want to check that out, I just released the full length. It's one of my better ones that I've done, I think, personally. I went really in-depth with it. It's the longest full length I've done in a long time because I feel a certain point of obligation to that father who protected his daughter and the situation he's going through. So I took it really seriously. So if y'all want to check that out, it just dropped today. New York, Ankar Basil. Hey JD, my move to New York City went well? Yes. I'm on my way to get my dream job as a bus operator. I love it here. I got some shopping done at 3 a.m. and went to the park at 1 a.m. It was nice. By the way, wood chipper, that is so dope. I don't remember the last time I was somewhere where stuff like that was actually open at 1 or 3 a.m. I think it was before the pandy and all we had was Walmart. That's sick. Congratulations to you. That's beautiful. Joe Saunders said, beating off 30 dudes sounds perfect. Just saying, Azuli. Hey, you know what? I bet he beat them proper. He probably gave them a proper nice little hand workings, if you know what I'm saying. Three Flying Monkeys, good to see you, family. Appreciate you. Justin Cameron said, working on my weight, so for every wood chipper JD can get, I will do 20 sit-ups. Hell yeah, well, let's start this bitch off. Wood chipper! Backwoods Templar, great to see you, JD. I was shown that there's still kindness in this world. I'm still at work. I had a customer bring me a whole rack of ribs, and they're damn good. Hell yeah, man. There ain't nothing like somebody gifting you some good-ass food. Let me just say that. From a fat boy, food is the quickest way to my heart besides going up my butthole. I mean, never mind. I didn't say that out loud, right? Dominar said, hit the like button. Hit the like button, people. Thank you, Dom. Let's see. Brandon said, damn, I want to go watch that now, but I don't want to miss the live. It'll still be up, bro. It's not going nowhere, and I appreciate you. Let's see. Jamie Madrix said, I would have done the same thing for my niece or nephews. Look, I would have done the same exact thing for my kids. I'd have done the same thing for any kids. If I saw that there was a predator who had a kid, I'd fuck that person all the way up. The way he did it, though, was incredibly proficient, brutal. He didn't just shoot the dude once or twice. He emptied 18 bullets into the dude, and some of them, the dude like balled up like a pill bug on the ground, and he kept shooting him in the back. He just kept shooting him. Some of the wounds, dude put his hands in the air, and they could tell his hands were in the air from where he got shot. And then after he emptied the full magazine, he crawled on top of the dude and bashed the whole dude's whole face in, pistol whipping him. So that's a little insight into why he got second-degree murder. And I sort of summarized the case. He's in trouble, man. Vikings Wolf, as a fellow vet with PTSD, I back everything Aaron did. Free him at any and all cost. Hey, and I agree with that 1,000%. Here's the thing. I'd have done the same thing. We'll go to prison for the shit that he did. Anyone will go to prison for the shit that Aaron Spencer did, man. Glyphere, Italian food or Mexican after the bender? Mexican all day, every day, homie. I'm just going to say this for me because I have nothing against my Italian brethren. You know what I'm saying? I love me some Italian people. I'm not too keen on Italian food. It's all starches and carbs. And as a dude who eats a lot, I can't eat shit that's all starchy and carby because my fat ass will get fatter, bro. So I swerve Italian food. It's good as fuck, but I can't do it. Cue ball. I'm out of green mayonnaise, though. God damn it, cue ball. Every time with y'all. Every damn time with y'all. Hey, so if anybody doesn't know, I moved my merch. Convict Clothing is no more. We are now at Bunker Branding, in good company. We got the dudes from the Unsubscribed podcast over there. It's actually started by the dude from Demolition Ranch, and Nick, the fat electrician, is a part owner. You can go and get your Make Pedophiles Afraid Again gear there. We got hoodies that just came up this week. We'll be dropping a brand new shirt, hoodie, and hat tomorrow. So if you want to check it out, It's bunkerbranding.com. Silex said, what up, JD? Thank you for showing me the GoFundMe page for that young hero. I donated what I could. Silex, thank you so much. I love you, homie. Yeah, and the results were so incredible. The results were so incredible. I don't want to say that it was like all what we did. Like, I made the video. You guys got the video out there. The way this works is I make a video, and if you guys hit the button, if you guys comment, if you guys watch all the way through and you guys hit the share button, my video will do good. Without you guys, my videos aren't shit, bro. And I think a lot of content creators act like they're just out here doing the most, bro. Without the people in your community, when you're out here doing shit on the internet, you are not shit. So that video about that, let me explain. There was a 10-year-old boy who was in the Minneapolis shooting. And as soon as the shots started going, his best friend, an 8-year-old boy, threw himself on the ground. This 10-year-old boy named Victor threw himself on top of his friend to use his body as a fucking shield for his best friend. I'm choking up. I choke up every time I talk about this, bro. This little kid is such an inspiration. This 10-year-old child used his body as a human shield for his best friend, and he got shot. He got shot. He took a bullet for his homie. That is fucking incredible behavior out of a 10-year-old. To be that heroic and that selfless at 10 years old. And he's alive. He's in the hospital. Actually, I heard that he came home today, this morning. But the hospital bills are going to be insane. He's going to have to go through physical, rehab from getting shot. So, a lot of you guys were able to go and donate. A lot of you guys just interacted with the video. Every time you interact with one of my videos, it helps other people see it. And the video, the GoFundMe went from $110,000 when I first started. I took the screenshot. I made my video. And it is up to, last time I checked this morning, it was $330,000, bro. And I ain't seen nobody else out here make a damn video about it. Not a single person. So we definitely didn't do everything, but we did something, man, to help that little boy Victor. And I love you guys for that. Thank you for renewing my faith in humanity. Even if all you did was watch the video and you're like, you know what, I'm going to watch all the way through. Every one of you. Glyphere, thank you so much, homie. Hey, wood chipper. Give me 20, homie. Give me 20. Appreciate you. I mean 20 sit-ups. I'm not talking about 20 more dollars. We got the homie is fucking putting down every time I say wood chipper, wood chipper, wood chipper. He's got to give us 20, and he's got a goal to work on his weight. So every time we be saying wood chipper up in this bitch, he be doing shit. Divine Spark, Victor, our 10-year-old hero. Pretty Nifty, what's up? Do you think the murder charges, that murder changes a person permanently? I would say that once you kill somebody, things are different. I would say that once you kill somebody, things are different. JD, do you like turtles? Joseph, I love turtles, man. I fucking love turtles. I absolutely love turtles. I murdered a turtle once on accident. It might have been a tortoise. I still don't know the fucking difference, bro. Like, I love them both. But, I lived in Florida for a long time, and I found a turtle in the road. And I was like, nope, you're not going to get crushed, little guy. So I stopped. I got out. I put him in my lap and drove to the nearest body of water. And he pissed all over me. And I was like, fuck. Oh, it's cool, guy. It's cool. I'll change my pants, Looked like I pissed myself. Not the best situation. I put the thing in the damn water, and somebody was like, bro, those can't swim. You just killed that thing. And I was like, fuck. I almost jumped in, but I couldn't see where it went. SFE, what is up? Dog, you and Eugene, with my lady at Gastropub, you were with a shorter, older, bald man, wanted to say hi so bad, but didn't want to be rude and interrupt. Man, always come up and say what's up, homie. Like, literally, out of my own pocket, bro, I paid to make limited edition stickers that you can't buy anywhere. You can only get these if you see me somewhere. And if you see me somewhere, come say hi, because I'll give you a sticker and a hug. We can take pictures, whatever. I love meeting you guys, man. It makes my whole day. Super Bear Jew! What's up? Just saw your video with Eli, and I was so pumped to hear Jelly Rolls as amazing as I thought. Protect that man, and way to shout out the kids page. This community you built definitely helped that young hero. And I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of each and every one of us. It's so amazing. Anthony Cavazos, please help me. I got a lot of crap happening, and I'm going to flip the F out. Everyone is driving me nuts. I'm going to tell you this right now, homeboy. I often get the feeling like I want to crash out. You know what we need to do? Breathe, bro. breathe. I know you do a lot of shit for other people and you leave very little for yourself because you are a very giving and selfless person. Sometimes you got to take time and space for yourself. Sometimes you have to refill your cup. You have to refill your cup because you can't pour into other people if your cup is empty, homie. So make sure that you take that time. And if you're going to crash out in a positive way. That's why I lift weights every day. It's not so that I can be big and buff. I'm not trying to be fucking one of these, super trend out bodybuilder type dudes. It's because I hit people if I don't work out, dog. So maybe start working out. Or maybe start some sort of hobby that means something to you that lets you let off steam, brother. We love you. And thank you for coming here and knowing this is a safe place to talk. Cody Brayman, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you do as a victim. I appreciate you. I am now 34, but I still live with it. Brother, you are not in this alone. From one to another, but I don't consider myself a victim. I consider myself a survivor. And ever since I flipped that mindset, it helped me let the situation go a little bit. Because when you're a victim, that's like a perpetual thing. When you're a survivor, that means it's in the past and you got through it. And I know this sounds fucking lame, but our language that we tell ourselves every single day is important because it creates our mindset. Yo, crazy white boy in the house. What up, my dog? Thank you so much. Big love and respect. Rest in peace to that little boy, to the kids in Minneapolis. God bless you, my brother JD. God bless you, homie. Thank you so much for that support. That means a lot. And yeah, man, there were 2 kids that died. And a horrible fucking monster who planned that out and just unloaded on little kids. And it's crazy because I'm about to release a video once I get off this live. There are people making shirts praising him as the protector of trans kids because he gunned down kids in a school. They're calling him a protector of trans kids. I don't like this world, bro. Bobby H, what's up? Win stream, win comment, dog. Appreciate you. Hey, Dave said, wood chipper for chomos. That's another 20 sit-ups. Yo, Mixed Media Art Girl said punching bag, Anthony. Punching bag's a real good one. I don't got one yet. Andrew Brubaker said, when is Benazuli fighting Valhalla? When he grows a pair of nuts, dog. When he grows a pair of nuts. That pussy ass bitch ain't doing shit. Salty Mermaid, always refill your cup. Always refill your cup. You gotta. It's so important that we take care of ourselves. This is going to sound so cliche. I know other people have said it, but what's the first thing you do when there's a problem on an airplane? They tell you always got to put your mask on first because if you can't breathe, you can't help others. And we have to approach things like that because I know that if I'm not okay, I can't help other people be okay. And I help a lot of people be okay throughout my days. Vendetta, hey JD, what's your opinion of the Minneapolis shooter and their connection to 09A, what is 09A/764? I don't know what that is. Vendetta or anyone, can you please educate me so that I can give you a proper opinion on that? Just Jimmy, he keeps running from Valhalla. Bro, he is ducking, he's diving, he's hiding up his own asshole, bro. He is the biggest pussy ass bitch, bro. But here's the thing, he knows my boy Nate will fucking drop that punk bitch, bro. He will dissimulate that dude, bro. He will disassemble him. He will put him, he'll take tarts off that dude and shove him up that dude's own ass, bro. My boy Valhalla will tear that guy to pieces. Cody Kane, when do we start treating mental illness instead of treating it? When do we start catering to mental illness instead of treating it? When we took down the asylums, doggy. When we took down the asylums. Now, here's the thing. Here's the fucking problem. The asylums had a lot of issues. The mental asylums had a lot of problems going on, dog, because there was a lot of abuse. There was a lot of experimental procedures being done on people that really, like, we were just experimenting on humans in these things. The lobotomy is a great example of crazy experience. Like, what happens if we drill a drill bit into somebody's brain and take out parts of their brain? There was evil stuff was happening, but the science has advanced quite a bit. We're doing a lot more with pharmacological things than, drills these days. So, we need to reopen the asylums, dog, because, like, honestly, this could have been prevented, and it should have been prevented. Wesley Patrick, Officer Gooner was a sergeant of mine in the Marines. Bro was creepy then and is even creepier now. He also has some DV shit as well. Officer Gooner, is that his real fucking name, dog? Is his real last name Gooner? Please tell me that's his real last name. Justin Cameron, how is the fair lady Jax doing with her foot? Man, she's up and around. And in fact, she went to go get her nails done, man. So thank you so much for asking and being such a good friend, man. We love you. And Jason Gregory said, wood chipper 2025. Jimmy Half to the guy. Hell yes. Profeta dia Innominati. Do you believe in God? Absolutely, 1,000%. 1,000% I believe in God, and I have a personal relationship with God. I just don't go to churches or involve other people in my relationship with God because it's a deeply intimate thing. And I also don't push it on other people because I believe that actually pushes people away. Buff like Jesus. Fucking name, bro. Wood chipper on slow mode. There's a lot of sit-ups happening in this bitch, man. Keith Egan said, oh, it's the wood chipper dude. It is. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Welcome. Glad you're here with us. Amazing Rob, 40, the asylums are coming back, and not a second too soon. Okay, so Vendetta is clarified, and he's educating me right now. 09A/764 refers to a dangerous and decentralized network of extremist groups that blend neo-Nazi ideology, satanic occultism, and accelerationism. I did not know that. So I would have to research that to actually be able to give you a more informed opinion on that. But damn, that's fucking crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I always wonder, now this is going to sound nuts, so bear with me. I'm like entering into Alex Jones territory here, but like we know that the government there's certain people within the government that wants our guns, right? And we know MK Ultra is a real thing they experimented with. I always wonder if they don't fucking twist people's brains up to get them to do terrible things so that they can end up creating situations that would help justify doing some crazy shit like that. Taking our guns away. Car 98, what's up, homie? How you doing? What's up, JD? I don't know how people can defend a person who kills for no reason. This world is sick, but thank God men like you exist. Well, there's a lot more of us than there are of them. So that I just want you to know, there's a lot more of us than there are of them. So that brings me comfort. Roman Wolf Gaming said, do Tromos usually slip through the cracks on inmate paperwork checks? Also, will you please do a video on Jeremy Dwight? Please and thank you. So, no, and particularly now that we have cell phones and people have cell phones in prison, people are not slipping through the cracks anymore. We're checking old charges. We're checking all sorts of shit. So it doesn't usually happen, and I will look into that for sure. Thank you so much. Tactical Dad, what is up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Been following you for a long time and just wanted to say it's awesome watching you and your channel grow. Anyone who says that criminals can't turn their lives around need to look at you. Proud of you and God bless. That means so much that you would say that. Thank you. I really appreciate that, homie. Big love and respect to you. Jordan said, what up? Yo, his big bro got married this weekend. Congrats to your big bro and his new bride, brother. Hell yes. Adeptus Shitposticus. Bro. Yeah, that name's lit. JD, brother, thank you for being based at Wood Chipper Pilled. Wood Chipper Pilled. Bro, your verbiage is fucking incredible. When you watch Funtanari, do you prefer balls or no balls? Much love, big dog. I don't know what Funtanari is. But I'm just going to say, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that, like, I'm not a huge balls fan. I don't even like my own, bro. It's like the most vulnerable spot on my body, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like having internal organs, vital organs on the outside. When they get hit, it's the most hurty part of your shit, dog. I'm not a big balls dude, but I don't know what Funtiari is. Lil Potato, what's up? I'm reevaluating who I hang out with because of my so-called friends laughing about the shooting that happened to those kids. Immediately pushed them down. Then everyone was saying I was the bad guy. Nope, you're not. You're not. There's some shit that we don't fuck with, bro. There's some shit that we don't fuck with. And when it comes to joking around about kids getting killed, that's real high up there on the list. Vendetta said 3 shooters in the last year have had connections to those groups and Telegram in general. I'm going to have to look into that because that's absolutely fucking crazy. Adeptus asking the real questions. Now I want to know what Funtiari is, bro. You guys teach me so much about this shit. Brian, the brain tank. What's your view on female correctional officers who was hospitalized by 2 Hispanics, several broken bones, concussions, and face lacerations? Y'all ain't really gonna like this. I don't believe that we should have female correctional officers in male prisons, and I don't believe we should have male correctional officers in female prisons. I think we need to segregate. And people get mad when I talk about any type of, segregation by gender or anything, but like, there's a reason that I, as a recovery coach, do not recovery coach females. If they can get the wrong idea, it puts everybody in a bad situation, especially when people are a vulnerable demographic. It just creates a bad situation, especially in an incredibly fucking violent environment like prison. And there's so many blind spots no matter how many cameras you put in. I just don't think it's a good idea, bro. I think that we need to protect women, not put them in situations where they have to be in there. And me and all the solid dudes in prison will protect female employees as long as they're not completely and totally fucked off. But they just shouldn't be there in the first place. It's a liability to everybody. And having men in female facilities is a liability to all of those women. It's just not smart. Papa Penguin, there's some legit allegations, evidence. Charles Manson and Ted Kaczynski were subjects of MK Ultra. I didn't know there was a connection there, but it makes perfect sense. Salty Mermaid. Love you, sis. I'm so glad to have you here with us tonight. Thank you so much. Huge love to you. I appreciate you. Where are the mods? So we have 3 Flying Monkeys is here. But, I could do a little moderating too. I'm a multitaskist. Is that a word? That's a word now. A multitaskist. JDX Asmongold would go hard. Bro, I fucking love Asmon so much, bro. I love Asmon. Like, he's one of my most watched. If YouTube put together my most watched, Asmon would be real high up there, dog. I love Asmon. He's lit. And honestly, I think that, I really think that there's a chance I might end up getting to meet him. Because we got some mutuals now. Jahari Jaru, JD, are you in the next episode of the Unsub podcast? I have no control over when they release the episodes that we recorded together. I know that there's 3 of them that we recorded together, and I have no idea when they're going to release those. That's above my pay grade. I just show up. The boys asked me to come out. I just came out. Backwoods said, hey, remember everybody, every major atrocity in the last 100 years started with a weapon confiscation. I'm a huge history nerd and wood chipper. I think if you're willing to give up your guns for the illusion of safety, you don't deserve guns or safety, bro. Period. That's not how we get where we're trying to go. I will never trust our government or any form of fucking government. All these people that want us to give up our guns talk about how much they don't trust the government, but they want to give the government all of our guns. That's a form of tardation. There's big dumb going on up there. If you want to give the government your guns, I can't fuck with you, dog. I just can't. I would never, ever do it. As somebody who lost his Second Amendment rights unconstitutionally, and now the government is actually talking about giving them back, and I'd appreciate if you would give me back what you never had the right to take in the first place, but I would never give the government my fucking guns, bro. Not that I have guns, because I don't have Second Amendment rights. I'm talking about hypothetical guns. FBI, ATF, CIA, Secret Service. Sorry. Crash out. Crash out number 12 of tonight. Cody Brayman, stay awesome, everyone. Thank you again, JD. I'm a survivor, not a victim now. Bro, I'm telling you, it changes your mindset. And by changing our perspective, it helps us change the world around us, man. I'm so proud of you. Big old turd! Turd Ferguson in the chat, everybody. Hey, my dude. It's funny to me that people would rather take away our two-way rights while pushing mental illness, except it's on us. Also, look up autogynophobia. Today is my birthday. Yo, today's your birthday? Happy birthday, turd! What up, my dude? Hold on. You guys, this sounds really interesting, so we're gonna see what it says. What is autogynephilia? It's not spelled the same. It's a psychological term that describes a male's sexual arousal from the fantasy or image of himself as a woman. Oh! So it's like Silence of the Lambs, dog. It's like would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. That guy's scary. I didn't like it. You know, Jax has never seen that movie, and I want her, she doesn't get any of the references, but I also don't want her to see it because she's so innocent and she has such a sweet soul, and I don't want her to, be disturbed by it, bro. I try to protect my wife spiritually and emotionally and shit. Hicka, good to see you. What's up? Hi. Wesley Patrick. It was Blissette, and I can thank you enough for your content. I showed your recovery story to my cousin, and it was a huge part of her recovery, and she's 5 months sober now. Much love, brother. Much love to you. And I'm so proud of you and your cousin. Please tell her that I am so proud of her. That's fucking incredible. Thank you so much for telling me that. That means so much to me. Andrew Brubaker said, Nick Cantino needs Mr. Chippy. I absolutely agree. Divine Spark said JD used to have extra weight. He doesn't bash anyone. Get your facts straight at Joshua Parker. What old Joshua Parker say? Is old Joshua Parker mad? What are you mad about, Bubba? He did a video on large women and Southwest Airlines. You're goddamn right I did, bro. And in that video, I even said that last year, I weighed enough to where I would have had to pay for 2 seats. It's called fucking accountability, Bubba. It's called accountability. I weighed 274 pounds last year. I'm down to 207 or 208 today, depending on if I took a shit or not. All of that shit. If you're happy how you are and you're proud of yourself, that's the shit that matters. But being healthy means that you have to take care of yourself a little bit. And if you're going to take up more space, you should pay for that space, dog. That just is what it is. I'm not bashing anyone. I take personal accountability in my life. Everyone else probably should too. It makes things better. Sarcasm guy. Because men are the enforcers and protectors of the law in natural order. That's a biological fact, and I am in agreement with you. No men in female prisons and vice versa. And look, man, there's multiple stories every year that comes out about dudes in women's prisons who are sexually abusing the women. There is actually a federal prison that got shut down because they just called it a rape camp. A straight up rape camp. So that's crazy to me. Parlock, I don't get why mass shooters do go after kids, because they're pussies and cowards, bro. Anybody who would do a mass shooting on unarmed people is a pussy and a coward, dog. And there's no two ways about that. They should be forgotten. Their whole bloodline should be forgotten. They're pussies and cowards, dog. Joe Saunders said, Vahola VFT said he's having trouble submitting super chats. Man, I hear that from people, and I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe YouTube just hates me. Maybe YouTube hates him. He's slaying shit, bro. He's winning all the way across the internet. I keep trying to get him to come over and work out with me in my home gym. He was supposed to come yesterday. I think I scared him. Nate, just tell me, bro. If you don't want to come lift with the big dog, he'd probably smoke my skinny ass now, bro. I'm not pushing what I used to. Hicka, thank you so much, homie. Huge love and respect. I appreciate you. That is like one That is one thing that's absolutely fucking bothered me about losing so much weight. I've also lost strength. And like, it's not cool to come on the internet and talk about shit that you're like insecure about, but it makes me feel like a kind of a bitch that I went from lifting as much as I was lifting to like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel healthier. I feel happier. And my doctor said I'm going to live longer, which means I get to take care of my wife and kids longer, which was the whole reason that I decided I was going to go on this weight loss journey, bro. And so I accomplished my mission. I just can't lift as much anymore. Justin JP said the dude got cobbed at the Korn gig, bro. That dude who was fucking gooning at Korn. Like, I used to listen to Korn a lot until I met him. I've never ever once, like, even in my like fucking bedroom or my bathroom, been like, damn, it's time to goon. What music do I want for my theme song? I could see, I'm going blind. I'm not gooning to that, bro. But he's gooning in the middle of a fucking concert with kids 3 seats down, and he got popped right in the back of the head by some fucking hero. And then the cops cuffed him, picked him up, dropped his ass, and then fucking carried him out like a little baby. He got carried out like a little baby. How fucking embarrassing. Dominar said, those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Ben Franklin, hell yes. That dude was smart. Joshua Parker said, it'd be different if she didn't work at a children's hospital for 25 years. If she was an EBT queen, I would understand your argument. I don't care, dog. Like, if you take up space for 2 seats, you have to pay for 2 seats. I don't even know who you're talking about there, but like, cope, bro, cope. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Donnie Drum, my bud owns the original Buffalo Bill house and turned it into an Airbnb. He has a replica. Well, since the original was on set, built in the basement. Holy shit. Shit that I didn't know that I needed to go see. Holy crap. Why are your viewers so rude to Canadians? I don't vote Liberal and still got told I did. Rebecca, I get told constantly how I voted. I get told constantly that I voted for Trump or that I voted for Kamala. And people, I've never once said how I voted. But people tell me that constantly. I don't think it has to do specifically with just Canadians, because if you were from California or New York or Oregon, they would say the same shit to you. Don't take it personally. People on the internet are just rude, man. Valhalla said, knock it off. All right, dog. Don't beat me up. All right, you win. You win. You can come work out whatever you want, dog. I got you. I got you, Bubba. Joe Saunders said, airplane travel, it's all about weight and space. You take up more, you weigh, the more you should pay. Just saying. And that's just reality. Reality does not cater to us. When my ass was 274 pounds, I would have needed to pay for an extra seat under this new guideline that they have. Before, they were just giving extra seats. Under this new guideline, I would have to, if I weighed that much, I'd have to pay for an extra seat. And I wouldn't have complained about it. I might have tried to find another airline, but, you know, that's why I don't just get like the worst economy seats, man. I have to have something with a little more room. Amanda Swallow, I share your content everywhere with everyone. Keep up the solid work, sister. Thank you so much. I love you and I appreciate you. Dean Lauer said, you too Canadian can be a U.S. state. Oh, God, you guys are, God damn it. James Trapeze, yo, JD, how you doing tonight? How do I get to tag along on a Hassan hunt? I'll pay. Man, we can't talk about hunting Hassan on the internet, Bubba. That's we're bending into the territory of illegal. Great fantasy, but we're that gets us into the illegal territory. And as far as Canada becoming a 51st state, it's demeaning to Canada. They have an identity. They're proud of that identity. I have friends who are Canadian. Roma Army, y'all probably know Roma, Mercules. I have a lot of friends in Canada. A lot of the Hells Angels in Canada are friends of mine. and they're proud of their country. On a selfish note, I'd love it if they were connected with the US more and there wasn't a border that I wasn't allowed to cross as a felon, because I would love to be able to go hang out with my friends. And I could be a selfish bastard once in a while, so I feel that. Trav, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thank you for getting here. I appreciate you. Yo, Terry, all love from Eugene. All love right back to you from right outside Eugene, homie. SFE 3610. I'll say hi when or if I see you next time. I live in the Rogue Valley south of you. I just had my first child, a baby boy, on the 8th. And to be honest, JD, I have to try so hard to look at the registry and take the Alaskan not to look at the registry and take the Alaskan Avenger route. I feel you, but that kid needs you. That kid needs you. And honestly, there's so much shit going on with the Oregon registry right now. It's so crazy. Justin Cameron said, Canada gave us Chloe Romy. Yeah. I fucking love Roma so much, bro. That's sis right there. That's sis. We dead ass. She'll just send me crazy shit. I'll send her crazy shit. I'm trying to get her down here for a concert that I'm really excited about. I think she might fly down here and hang out with us in Oregon for a little bit. Booty Shots. Love your channel. Well, Booty Shots, I love your name, homie. Hell yeah. Cue Ball, found a mouse in my beer. Ew. Fucker died drunk. Divine Spark said, Roma, she's a badass. She absolutely is. And just a sweetheart person. Me and Jackson, her are really good friends. Enlo, what's up, Enlo? I'm surrounded by bikers right now. Good company, homie. I know a lot of really good bikers, man. Cardi B say, you're security heavy, dog. Dude, Cardi B on the fucking witness stand. Was that Cardi B that was on the witness stand in a case? Or was that one of those other girls? I get all those girls that do the rapping about their wet pussy stuff mixed up. I get all them mixed up. That shit was hilarious, though. Vodka Gal said, when are you going to get together with the Alaskan Avenger again? I talk to Jason all the time. That's my brother. That's my family. I absolutely love him. It's just he's in Alaska and I'm not in Alaska. But we could do a live again. That would be easy to do. Let's see. Their country throws them in jail for assaulting a home invader. Canada needs help with that, man. You got to be able to have the right to defend yourself and your home and your family. I feel really bad for the Canadian people that their government will go after them and put them in jail for protecting their families. That's insane. And speaking of the Alaskan Avenger, you guys, when I get off here in about 15 minutes, he's going to be going live. So I'll be jumping from here over there to hang out with him. Booty Shots is in Sun River. I love that area, man. Sun River's gorgeous. DJ Sully, what's up? I'm in Albany. Love Roma. I'll pay for the concert if I could go. Hell yeah, bro. That's what's up. I was just up there in Albany not too long ago, fighting a case. Cardi had an altercation with the security lady recording her. So it was Cardi. It was Cardi B that was like, they were asking her, so, are you saying that she was large? And she's like, I mean, like, compared to me, what you mean? It was so crazy watching her on the stand try and justify everything that happened. And the wigs. Oh, the prosecutor got so confused because her hair was different colors 2 days in a row. Let's see. Yo, hey, we got John Nicastro from Sarasota County. What's up, homie? How you doing, bro? We got Nova Scotia in the house. Hell yeah. Salty Mermaid said, Buffalo Bill House, I'll pay. Dude, that would be so sick. That would be so sick. So there is a prison here in Oregon that I actually was at for a while. It was called Mill Creek Correctional Facility. And it has been actually documented by paranormal experts as haunted. So people bought it when they shut the prison down, and they were going to tear everything down and make an apartment complex there. But they were told they couldn't do it because it's built on an Indian burial ground. And it used to be a boys' home for like orphan boys. and there's a bunch of unmarked graves. So they were told they can't tear it down, they can't build anything else out there. So they're renting it out for parties and events and shit. I want to rent it and do an overnight thing with a couple other creators out there and stay the night in a haunted prison that I used to I lived there for months. It's actually, yes, Irish Bomb Squad, Mill Creek. That's where I was when the green mayonnaise incident happened. When I broke my butthole with green mayonnaise trying to sneak tobacco back into the prison. That's where that was. I would really like to go and actually stay the night in that thing and do a ghost hunt. Yeah, Julie, doing a ghost hunt out there, I think that would be super sick. Sergeant Wolverine Hulk, I'm glad to catch you live again. You rock, bro. Keep up the good work. Much love, brother. Much love to you, Sergeant Wolverine Hulk. I appreciate you so much, bro. Hell yeah. What's your favorite Jelly Roll and Mercules song? Jelly Roll, I would probably have to go back to, I really, really like When the Wheels Fall, Till the Wheels Fall Off, and Mercules, Way Down. Way Down. And Smoke Too Much, Drink Too Much. Cue Ball, Incident. The Green Mayonnaise, Incident. Let's see. Why was the mayo green? It was spoiled, bro. It was spoiled. The packet had been open and it was in the fucking sun. It was like days old. And I was just like, I need something slippery to lube this up with, because the package of tobacco that I was putting into my butt was bigger than a turd. I couldn't just dry push that thing, dog. It was wrapped up, in latex glove, and it was bigger than a turd. So I needed something to lube the situation. And all we had was this green mayonnaise. I was like, it can't make me sick because I'm not putting it in my mouth. It won't make me sick if I put it in my butt because poop comes out of there. Nope. Well, Justin, when you're in prison, you don't just have KY jelly laying around. It's not a Diddy party, dog. It's prison. It's prison. So I used the green mayonnaise, and yeah, it was a really bad situation for me. I have still not recovered fully. Turd Ferguson, trans people are getting mad about misgendering the shooter and at the same time trying to disarm everyone. They're also trying to say that he wasn't really trans. He wasn't really trans. I don't care. Like, when someone's a school shooter, bro, they're not going to get any respect from me. I'm going to call him a punk. I'm going to call him a bitch. I'm going to misgender him. I'm going to spit on their motherfucking grave, bro. I don't care. If you want to be mad at me about that, stay mentally ill. It's a weird hill to die on. Like, defending a school shooter who killed little kids is a weird fucking hill to die on. You're not on my team if you do that. Yeah, I don't want you at my table if you do that. If you're getting butthurt because I disrespect a school shooter, with all due disrespect, suck a bag of funky, discolored, spoiled dicks, bro. Joshua Gunter, hey JD, I'm watching from Wisconsin. Do you think you'll ever have a day where you run out of room for another tattoo? I think I'm getting close, homie. And shout out Wisconsin. I think I'm getting close, man. I mean, like, I'm slung, bro. I'm pretty slung. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting there, bro. I got the whole fucking understand me done, disunderstand me done. So basically, I got some room on the legs, and my wiener, I could tattoo. I'm not going to tattoo my wiener, though. I don't want to tattoo my wiener. I'm not going to do that. But my butt cheeks. I got a little room on my legs, and I got some butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying? That is some dumbass logic. Anon, you're probably talking about people who don't want you to misgender the school shooter. Yeah, I'm not with that shit, bro. Let's see. Adeptus Shittoposticus said, real question this time. I am going into the Coast Guard and need to pick where to request to be stationed. Would you recommend the Pacific Northwest? What type of weather do you like, my G? What type of weather do you like? Do you like rainy, overcast? Do you like it cold and wet? I hate all that shit. I like sunny, bro. I'm part lizard. Like, dead ass. Not like Mark Zuckerberg, Gavin Newsom part lizard. I'm not wearing a skin suit. But, like, I like the sun. And I like it to be nice. I want to walk around in a shirt about this big with my hoochie daddy shorts and my old fucking flippity floppities. That's how I want to be year round. That's why I loved Florida so much. That old state of Florida got me fucked up, doggy. But if you like the, gloom and doom type of weather, the Pacific Northwest is great. It's great. Shout out to Dr. Sausage Fingers. Man, fuck Dr. Sausage Fingers, homie. Dr. Sausage Fingers was a dick, bro. That dude tore my liner. That dude fucked me up, bro. That dude, he was an Indian doctor with the biggest fingers, dog. And he gave me my first and only prostate exam I've ever had. But I swear to God, this motherfucker was like E.T., but with wider fingers, bro. It was like, went way up in there. Does this hurt? Yes! It all hurts. Get out of me. I hated that shit, dog. That's why my doctor was like, yo, we need to do a prostate exam. I was like, no. He's like, well, we have this other thing where you could shit in a box. I'm like, give me a box. I'll shit in any box, bro. You're not going inside me. I've been tricked like that before. Joe Saunders, if you were into a ghost hunt, check out Waverly Hills Sanitarium. Google it and do an overnight on Halloween. Just saying. I would love to do a tour of that shit. Honestly, I'd like to have Valhalla VFT, my buddy Nate. I'll bet you he would ride out overnight in a fucking haunted prison with me here in Oregon. I'll bet you he would come hang out. And we could get our friend Dan Densmore. I'll bet you Dan would do it. I'll bet you Danny would do it. Divine Spark said, I swear you look like a Viking. I mean, the Celts and the Vikings had a lot in common. Like the old school Celtic tribes and shit had a lot in common with the Vikings. Really, truly did. And it's funny because Jax did one of those genealogy where you send in your DNA. I'm scared to do that. I'm like, nah, they're not getting my motherfucking DNA. Fuck them. But she did that a while ago. And when it came back, it said that she was like a large amount Viking. Like, I was like, dude, that shit's tight. I got a Viking princess. Hell yeah. Jaylee said, your friend is pulled over with you in his car. He pulls out a bag of shrooms. Would you cheek it, eat it like Super Troopers, or sing like Tekashi? So look, man, here's the thing. If you said a bag of mushrooms, if you said a bag of meth, I would be like, that's your problem, dog. But I don't really view psychedelics as a drug. I view psychedelics as like a tool, as an experience, as, an educational thing, as a way to reconnect with spirituality. The whole entire time that I've been in fucking recovery, I've had 4 hits of acid that are supposed to be incredibly clean, really good, once-in-a-lifetime acid that I've been saving for if I ever need a spiritual reset. I have not had to take them because every day I wake up grateful and humble and ready to face my day, and I have a good connection with my higher power. I have a good relationship with God. But if I ever need it, it's there. So if we got pulled over and dude was like, this is too much mushrooms for me to eat, I'd take one for the team, bro. I'd take half of them bitches to the neck if it was a friend. So, that's what it is. But here's the problem. If you get pulled over in a car with me, my guy, if they run my name, you're going to have to sit tight. He's going to bring the IDs back and he's going to say, why don't you just go ahead and sit tight? Because they're going to wait for 3 or 4 other cars to show up. Now, it used to be like 2 to 3 other cars to show up before I got my felon in possession of a firearm charge. But now they come in deep and you're going to have to sit there till they get there. So you don't want to get pulled over with me in the car, homie. Even though I'm super law abiding, like I don't do shit, bro. I don't do a fuck thing. But they're still going to call out 4 or 5 other cops for backup, even though I've never had a violent crime. I've never been convicted of a violent crime. Now, taking full accountability, I have definitely perpetrated a lot of violent acts. I've just never got caught at it. You know what I'm saying? But they sure come hard. Time to stand. Can you Harold Shirley in Florida prison? What is Harold Shirley? Can you Harold Shirley in Florida prison? He has over 1,000 counts of CP and reach out. You want me to reach out to a dude named Harold Shirley who has 1,000 counts of CP? You mean you want me to reach out to the boys and let them know? If he's in there for child pornography, I guarantee you they already know, bro. They already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's a white boy, the Unforgiven has probably already clocked his ass. So, Backwoods Templar, Waverly Hills Sanitarium is just outside of Louisville, Kentucky. Western Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky are two completely different places. So, look, tell me this, Backwoods. Where is that underground zipline cave thing in Kentucky? Because me and Jax were supposed to go to that, and I had a medical condition, a medicinal condition. When we were driving from Florida to Oregon, we were like supposed to go to that thing, and we ended up getting stuck in the hotel because I was all fucked up, bro. I was cattywampus. It was no good. Let's see. Backwoods, let me know which side of Kentucky we were in, because I honestly don't remember, homie. Let's see. Yo, Deadlight SG, thank you so much. Hell no. Mushrooms are a no. I haven't committed any crimes. Much love. Yo, so here's the thing is, like, I don't like mushrooms. Out of all the psychedelics, it was my least favorite. Mushrooms always give me a stomach ache, and it sucks to have a stomach ache when you're tripping. You know what I'm saying? I liked Clean L. My favorite thing was DMT. DMT was my favorite psychedelic ever. But here's the thing is, I don't feel like anybody could get addicted to those things. I mean, like, I've never, like, I would do DMT maybe once a year back when I was using, and I would be cool for a year or so, because it's a total out-of-body experience. You know what I'm saying? DMT was my absolute favorite. Where can I get that hat? Hey, LMS, here's the thing. You can get that hat at my merch, and I'm going to pin the link in the comments. That should be it. It doesn't say Bunker Branding. Trev, are you sure that's the one, Bubba? So the hat is available at my merch at bunkerbranding.com, as well as the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again wood chipper shirt, the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again wood chipper hoodie. All my merch is there. Yo, Isaiah, 49 days clean. Hell yes. That's what's up. Shane, ecstasy and LSD. Here's the thing is that, like, for someone who has a real up and down ride with my sanity and with, you know, depression and shit, ecstasy uses up so much of your serotonin that it's hard for me to bounce back. And I feel like shit for so long after ecstasy. And I know that MDMA has been being used to treat people with PTSD. I just don't know if it's a good fit for me. It's also one molecule off of methamphetamines. Now, it's an important molecule. I wouldn't trust myself to do that type of treatment, though, just personally. For me, it would be a no-go. Now, I just want to be clear-headed. I want to be present in the moment. I'm on a roll with this shit, dog. Like, my spirit feels good. My emotions feel good. My brain doesn't feel foggy. I want to be on a roll with it. Joe Saunders, thank you. Louisville, Mega Cavern, Underground Zipline. Google it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's where we were, and we got a hotel that was really close to it. And that motherfucking hotel, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, that hotel, that area, there was nothing to Uber Eats. I was super sick. There was nothing to Uber Eats except for pizza and like one fast food place. Big Dave K. Which Care Bear is that on your shirt? It is the Slaughter to Prevail Alex Terrible Care Bear. This is the Slaughter to Prevail limited edition Alex Terrible Care Bear shirt. I fucking love that dude, man. I'm such an Alex Terrible fan. Life is PTSD. Wear a helmet. Caligula. I got a thick-ass skull that I use as a helmet, dog. Did you know that the skull is nature's shock absorber? Now you do. Amanda Swallow, Ohio State Sanatorium, Mansfield, Ohio. Shawshank, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Love you, sis. Ryan Brown, JD, can you explain exactly what the charges were dismissed but read in? I've seen in a few body cam videos. I don't understand what it means. The charges were dismissed but read in. I'm not sure, Bubba. I don't know what read in means. I mean, charges being dismissed is pretty obvious, right? It just means that they probably didn't have enough evidence for a grand jury indictment, or that the victim didn't want to press the charges and the state wasn't going to pick it up. I don't know what read in means, though. Trav says ketamine treatment was helpful. I know there's a lot of people doing ketamine treatment, bro. And, you know, whatever works for somebody else is between them and their medical doctor. And I support anything that helps people become their best selves. For me personally, I hate ketamine, bro. We used to break into veterinary clinics and steal the liquid ketamine, the bottles, and then we put it in a pan, all liquid, and we put it in the oven, and we'd heat it up, and, you know, all the liquid goes off, and you're just left with that powder, and we'd snort that shit. I can't stand ketamine. I did too much, bro. Donnie Drum, after watching the Titty Cut Foley's documentary, old asylums and mental institutions feel icky, extra icky. One that's haunted would be so much worse. Well, so I worked at a mental institution when I was in prison. It was part of my thing. They sent me to work at the Oregon State Hospital, which is the one Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was filmed in. And it had a real life presence, bro. A real life presence. Like, it felt like you could feel like a darkness there. It was not a good feeling, and I did not enjoy it. So I really did not like it at all. But I feel like we've come really far. I just feel like if we're gonna have fucking mental institutions again, if we're gonna reopen the asylums, we need a lot of accountability as far as the what we're doing with it. You know what I'm saying? You can microwave, it's easy. Can you just cook in the microwave easier? This was before I had a microwave, homie. This was way back in the Maybach. Backwoods Templar, if you like zip lines, there's Thunder Zip Lines in Harlan County, and they run through the hills and woods. You'd love it. I want to go. I hella want to go. Spooky the Ghost. Hey, love all that you do. I have always wanted to ask, I love hearing about prison justice stories, but are all these boys wiping the scum out, getting their time extended just for doing good work? A lot of the time, bro. A lot of the time. Whether it be that they lose good time, which is, you know, if you don't get any disciplinary reports, you get time off your sentence, or whether they get extra time added for an assault, especially if it's a pedophile or a rapist, they're a protected class and you can get a hate crime charge for that. Shane F. said, should we make King Pedo Trump afraid again? If you want me to threaten the President of the United States on the internet, I am not a fucking idiot. I will just say that anybody that we can prove through due process in a court of law has sexually assaulted anyone or committed any crime needs to be held accountable legally. Be very careful with the idiotic shit that you type on the fucking internet, my guy, because you're gonna get yourself in trouble. They're not playing about that shit. You cannot fucking threaten the President of the United States. You legally can't threaten anybody, but it becomes more serious when you're threatening the president. That is a high-grade federal felony, and you will go to federal prison, and you might get fucked in the butt. And you don't want to get fucked in the butt in federal prison. They, like I said, they don't have KY. Evan Banesh. Hey, JD, how you doing? I'm doing really good, Evan, and I appreciate you. Big love. Party Time Cyborg. Could you make a Wood Chipper 2028 hat, please? I would love to. I thought about doing the 2025 hat. It just didn't seem to make sense. But we could do the Wood Chipper 2028 hat. Absolutely. You are an articulate and smart guy. Yo, Mullet, I love you, dog. Hey, you guys, I got to tell you this. I'm going to jump over to the Alaskan Avenger. Jason Vukovic is live. For those of you who don't know, he's the dude in Alaska who used the sex offender registry like a to-do list, kicked indoors, and mashed pedophiles out with hammers. He didn't kill anyone. He's not a serial killer. Calm down. But he got justice and vengeance for those kids, man. So I'm going to hop over to his live. If you want to head over there, you just look up the Alaskan Avenger. Deadlight SG, the worst drug I've done was codeine. Mental hospitals suck so much, I don't know how I would feel about asylums. I guarantee you being in an asylum's not going to be nice, bro, but at a certain point, it's like, look, do we want to just keep people on the streets? That doesn't seem compassionate. Letting people flail out on the streets leads to them going to prison. You have no idea how many people are in county jails and prison that probably need to be in asylums where they would have better treatment and they wouldn't be at as much risk of being violently assaulted, sexually assaulted, taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Film School Rookie, are you on TikTok, bro? I am. My main account is banned right now. It's been banned 7 times before. I'll probably get it back, but a JD Delay 1017. When I get my main back, it's at 1.7 million. JD Delay 5150. I've got almost I think 700,000 almost on my 1017 page, and I have a backup page. JD Delay. I don't remember what it is. It just is. But yeah, I'm definitely on TikTok, homie. Northern Glacier Corporation. What is up, fam? For the Roblox drama, to get them to actually listen, shouldn't all Roblox devs and content creators leave the platform for a month and then threaten to leave permanently if Roblox doesn't do anything about their platform? I think that would be great, but I think there's a lot of people whose livings are on the line and they don't really want to step out and do that. I know that there are those who have, and I applaud them. That is fucking incredible to take a stand like that. What Roblox has done is they said that they're going to start age verifying people and not let people that are over 18 contact people that are under 18. But we all know, because we're not idiots, there's so many different ways around that to still be able to exploit children. I don't think it's nearly enough. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm headed over to the Alaskan Avengers live. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'll be back to do another live soon. Don't forget to check out the Aaron Spencer video about the dad who murdered his child's fucking rapist on the fucking side of the road out in Lone Oak, Arkansas. I just dropped it today and it's hella good. Till the next one, one love, baby. Be good or be good at it.